turned sweet 16, hanging with my mom at Turkey Hill, living the dream. Bree walked in with a burrito so wide, like an arm on a plate, I couldn't let it slide. She sliced it in half, gave me a chunk of her meal. But little did I know that burrito's appeal was about to kickstart a memory so wild. A fart in the air, yeah, you know I'm that child. Later that night, Chris was hanging around, mom's boyfriend just trying to settle down. But I felt it coming, that sneaky little blast, and I thought to myself, this moment could be my last. So I cried this at Chris, just a little surprise, but I didn't know the stench would fill up the skies. The whole Turkey Hill, man, it was no joke. What tiny release, and the whole place went up in smoke. I said, well, I wanted to crop dust you, but Chris looked at me and he said, that's no crop dust, it's a nuclear boom. The door cracked open and the stink started to spread. A guy pulled his shirt over his nose, turning red. The air was so thick you could cut it with a knife. I thought, well, I'm just gonna try and save my life. Chris turned to me, eyes wide as can be, said, what did you do to make it smell so deadly? I shrugged my shoulders and with the grin on my face, I knew that moment would never be erased. So there I stood, laughing at the mess. The smell was so bad, nothing more or less. Chris said that wasn't a crop dust, girl, you see, that was a nuclear bomb, and it's killing me. So I crop dusted Chris, just a little surprise, but I didn't know the stench would fill up the skies. The whole Turkey Hill, man, it was no joke. What tiny release, and the whole place went up in smoke. I said, well, I wanted to crop dust you, but Chris looked at me and he said, there's no crop dust, it's a nuclear boom. Now every time I think back to that day, I laugh at how the stink just wouldn't fade away. The memories locked in and stuck in my brain, a Turkey Hill moment, forever insane. So I crop dusted Chris, just a little surprise, but I didn't know the stench would fill up the skies. The whole Turkey Hill, man, it was no joke. One tiny release and the whole place went up in smoke. I said, well, I wanted to crop dust you, but Chris looked at me and he said, that's no crop dust, it's a nuclear boom. Yeah, no, it's no crop dust, it's a nuclear boom. Turkey Hill 2014, forever etched in the